sure you might be thirsty.
No thanks, I'll skip it.
The case is over and done.
Can you? It's all breaking.
The word I speak of is no mystery.
Hello and welcome to the big screen on ETV Ghana with me, Fafa Sabah. Now, as always, the show is proudly brought to you by ETV Ghana and is supported by the Silver Bear Cinemas. Now, talking about Silver Bear Cinemas, we're actually coming to you from the Silver Lounge, which is the freshest place in town to hang out if you need a place to, a quiet place to chill out and all that. We're coming to you actually inside the Accra Mall. Now, coming up on today's show, we're going to be talking about phone swap. Phone swap stars Nse Ikpe, Wale Ojo, and our own Lydia Forson. Before we take our first break, actually, I'm going to go to the question for this week. Now, the question is, name the only Ghanaian actor in the movie Phone Swap. What is the name of the only Ghanaian actor in the movie Phone Swap? Now, to send your answer, all you have to do is to find us on Facebook, like our page, and then post your answer there. You can go to www.facebook.com/The Big Screen ETV Ghana as one word. You can also follow me on Twitter at Fafa Sabah and then post your answers there or any comments you may have on the movies that we are about to discuss. Now let's go over to the Silver Bear Cinemas and then take a look at the movies that are running over there this week.
Say goodbye to your wife.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you. We're going to war. Here we go. Open the container. Where's my wife?
Tell him not to dump it in the water.
You will never find that money.
Pull the trigger!
Let me check out your chest. Check out your test.
After that shit you pulled yesterday, there's no way you could be cuffed, right?
Will you go to prom with me? That was crazy! Oh, shit. When did I get stabbed? That's awesome! Yeah! Why do you always jump across the car like that? Because it looks cool. You try. You okay? I think I shit my pants.
You have been warned. Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
You have been warned.
So who invited the giant furry peanut?
I'll go right up your nose.
You wouldn't hit a woman.
That's a woman?
Welcome back from that break. You're tuned into ETV Ghana and this of course is the big screen. Now on the show this evening we're going to be talking about Phone Swap. Phone Swap is directed by Kunle Afolayan and it's actually a story about, it's a romantic comedy and it's a story about two strangers who mistakenly swap their phones at the airport and the rest leads to they falling in love and they lived happily ever after. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Alex, will Akin be in Abuja for the retreat?
I can't say.
Alex, where's Akin?
Where is Mary?
My babe needs one tall, fine, rich guy.
Hey, Akim!
Nee, this your boyfriend is fine, so what do I do with him now?
You man, will you take your hands off me?
Silly! Move!
like that.
You swap phone.
Look, I want my phone back.
Argue, Akim.
Mary, you are finished.
Sack your balls.
Okay, that was the trailer for Phone Swap. Now, with me to do the discussion today, I have Eugene of Peace FM as usual, and I also have Obed. Obed is a media tycoon. Welcome, gentlemen. It's good to have you here once again.
I'm honored in the Silver Lounge. Romantic atmosphere.
You can't ask for any better place. Have you been bringing the lady here?
I've not found one yet.
Are you kidding? If you're watching, he just said he hasn't found one yet. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can give you my BB pin.
Okay, Obed, considering a phone swap being the story of two people accidentally swapping phones at the airport and, you know, going to each other's destination, vice versa, and all that, how believable is the plot of this story?
It is. It's one story that relates to everyday life.
Sure.
It happens. I mean, it's once in a while. I mean, although they try to oversimplify it, and then it's a movie, so I mean, obviously, they made it to suit the title of the movie. Yeah. So, in a sense, it is believable. In a sense, it's something that happens in human life. It is bound to happen in human life. So yes, it is believable.
You think the story is realistic in our setting?
Realistic, yes, but it doesn't happen that often. I mean, I don't remember the last time I heard that someone has swapped a phone with someone. The least you can hear is maybe the person's phone is missing and someone else is using it, or the person left his or her phone in a taxi or a car somewhere. But for swapping a phone with someone, it might happen. It has not happened to me before, but I'm sure it happens. But I think that the director was able to make you feel that it's something that happens every day. From watching the movie, I actually wish my phone would get swapped to someone.
So you get someone to bring to the Silver Lounge.
You know. So I think that the director was able to, the plot was like, it came out well from the director's point of view. And for the title in relation to the plot, I think worked perfectly, if you ask me.
Obed, let's look at the performance of Wale. Wale being forced to fall in love with someone he actually never really came into contact with in the movie, and he carrying out the role. Do you think he did a good job or not?
He did a good job. I wasn't expecting anything less than what he did in Phone Swap. If you know Wale well, I mean, this is an experienced actor. Rowan did like a reloaded version of Johnny English. He starred in that movie. He's one of like Nigeria's best movie experts outside, so I wasn't expecting him to perform less than what he did. He perfectly handled his role well. Kudos again to Kunle. I mean, Kunle was super awesome in Phone Swap. He brought out his directing acumen, and it was telling on the movie. You could see every scene was justified. There wasn't they didn't overact. Every scene had to be justified. And Wale for me, I mean, formed like the bedrock of the movie. You know, the story was woven around him, and he also fit into that role perfectly.
I'll ask you about Nse. Look at the role she was forced, like not forced to play, but made to play. The happy-go-lucky girl who, you know, didn't care, or who found like a nightingale. Do you think she did well? Was she adorable enough? Like she was portrayed?
I think she did well. I saw her first in, I think, Reloaded. The movie. Yeah, and Guilty Pleasure with Majid Michel. I think that she did well in Phone Swap, if you ask me. Because looking at her background in the movie compared to the guy's background, and when she had to go to the guy's house, she's from a poor home. She went into a different background, like society where she's not conversant with, and all of a sudden the guy's mom became someone who liked her automatically. She didn't, as if they've known each other for a very long time. So I think that yes, and the fashion bit that she was made to play, she did well. So I think that yes, I was also particularly happy about the dialogue she was given and the way she came out with her dialogue. I think that she tried very much in her way to bring the character well out. So if you ask me, I think that for her in particular, she did very well.
Knowing Lindsay and what she's done with previous movies she's acted in, yes, I mean, what else would you expect from such an actress? You know, Eugene was talking about how she was able to adjust. I mean, from those roles that are there, working as a designer seamstress, and she all of a sudden adapting to life in the city, like the fast-moving life and all that, and the way she was able to play or effectively combine those two roles, I mean, to perfection. I mean, Inse is an awesome actress, and Phone Swap proved why.
Let's come to Ghana now, Eugene. Lydia Forson, let's be very candid about her performance in this particular movie. What do you think of it?
Lydia Forson. The role she played, I think it was a challenge she was given. Because
was it?
It was, because
how?
She was playing the bitch, right, in the movie. And the role she's played in Ghana, I don't think she's played anything like that in Ghana before. And I won't say she did well outright. She tried, but compared to the Nigerian girl, I think that the Nigerian girl did far better than she did. Not necessarily because Lydia had a few shots than the Nigerian girl, but I mean, if you are good, you're not supposed to act in 5 roles. If I see you in just one scene, I should see that no, this girl is good. You understand? So I think that at a point she was overacting, especially with the tree. She was, you know, looks like the director has told her that try and speak your local language in the movie. So she go. How many times will a Ghanaian say be a terror? You know, you understand? Even her in like in Ghana, I'm not sure she will speak the language in Ghana. You understand? So at a point, I think that she was overacting, but generally she didn't do bad. But compared to the Nigerian girl, I think that the Nigerian girl did better than Lydia, because I watched the trailer before I watched the movie, and I was very eager to see how she was going to perform in the movie. And I think I was not impressed. I wasn't. Because I'm sure she interpreted the character as being arrogant, being bitchy.
Do you think she was scripted for those lines?
I also kept asking myself, I mean, whilst watching the movie, I don't know about whether they scripted it for her. Watching the movie, I got a feeling Kunle, the director, was more interested in her actions as an actress. You know, they were looking out for how she was going to react to an extremely arrogant Wale, you know, who was known as Akin in the movie, and that portion, I don't know, the tree thing. If you're a Ghanaian and you watch Phone Swap and you watch the mannerisms as depicted by Lydia in the movie, you keep asking yourselves, even I mean, in our certain year, if you are using tree and you're under so much pressure or you've been so much irritated, there is a way you go about it. I don't know about, I mean, whether she was able to depict that well.
I think that's one thing that she could have done, is that, you know, she's a fancy.
Lydia is a fancy,
She should have spoken her fancy.
That would have worked.
You understand? But she was trying to play the Ashanti girl, the Ashanti hardcore girl, a bitch who does not respect anybody and all. But she could have still spoken fancy. You understand? But she was trying to speak the Ashanti language, and it didn't really go well.
It didn't work.
Yeah, because she tried the same thing in her movie, The Masquerade.
Yeah.
And I think that she repeated the same thing Yeah, I mean, fancy is also funny. It depends on how you speak it.
Yes.
So she should have used it. I'm sure if she did, it would look more real and it would have been funnier than the Ashanti language she used.
Now, talking about supporting characters, let's talk about Ada Ame. It says Mary's sister in the movie. Yes, the big woman. Yes. What role did she actually? Robert, why are you laughing?
No, I'm excited.
Okay, since you're excited, let's go.
Listen, two people in the movie, I mean,
rocked it.
No, Phone Swap is a movie I would like to watch it 10 times. Okay.
Yeah.
There is this man, this veteran actor, Chika Akpala. He played the role of Mary's father.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
He was awesome. And then Grace
Ada Ame.
I've seen movies of Amine and then those Aki and Bob.
Yes.
And I was just interested in how Kunle was going to direct knowing how expensive Phone Swap is, you know, and they handled it very well. For me, that's the mark of a good director. They brought out that part in there, and it worked perfectly. I mean, if Phone Swap is a flawless movie. It is.
It is flawless.
It's so flawless. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come